Hello my dear students, I am your computer teacher. I hope all of you are doing well. In this video I have came up with the second part of the lesson 2 of class 7. In the first part we have discussed up to here. Now let us open page number 29. Now let us start. Calculate with functions. So, a function is a built-in formula in MS Excel. Functions are built-in formula in MS Excel. Built-in means which are already given in MS Excel by default. A function has a name and arguments. The mathematical function in parenthesis. The function has a name and some arguments. That means the mathematical function which are given in parenthesis means brackets. Common functions in MS Excel are sum adds all cells in the argument. Sum is a function which adds all the cells in the argument. Average calculates the average of the cells in the argument. Average which calculates the average of the cells. Minimum finds the minimum value. Minimum function finds the minimum value. Maximum max finds the maximum value. Maximum function finds the maximum value. Count finds the number of cells that contain a numerical value within a range of the argument. Count function finds the number of cells that contain a numerical value within a range of arguments. Now open page number 30. To calculate a function, we should follow the given steps here. Function library. The function library is a collection of range group of functions of the formula tab. These functions include function library is a collection of large group of functions. Function library is a collection of many functions on the formula tab. These functions include AutoSum, which easily calculates the sum of a range. AutoSum function easily calculates the sum of a range. Recently used display all recently used functions. The recently used function displays all the recently used functions. Financial acquired interest, cash flow return rates, and additional financial functions. This is a financial function which calculates the financial functions. Logical and if, true, false, etc. The logical functions are used to compare values like and, if, true, false, etc. Text-based function. Text function uses text-based functions. Date and time functions calculated on date and time. Date and time function calculates the date and time. Math and string mathematical functions. This function calculates the mathematical functions. Relative, absolute, and mixed references. Calling cells by their column and row labels such as A1 is called relative referencing. So, when you call a cell by their column and row number like A1, which is the A is the column number and 1 is the row number here, this is called relative referencing. When a formula contains relative referencing and it is copied from one cell to another, cell does not create an exact copy of the formula. When a formula contains relative referencing, it is copied from one cell to another, and Excel does not create the exact copy of the formula, will not copy the formula. It will change cell addresses relative to the cells they are moved to. Then the cell address will change relative to the cell they are moved to. Okay, when formula contains relative referencing, cell will not create the exact formula copy of the formula. There the cell address will get changed in the formula. For example, if a simple addition formula in cell C1 equal to A1 plus B1 is copied to cell C2, the formula will change to equal A2 plus B2 to reflect the new row. Okay, I hope you have understand this. To prevent this change, cells must be called by absolute referencing. This is accomplished by placing dollar signs within the cell address in the formula. To avoid this change, the cell should be called by absolute referencing. This will be done by using dollar sign in the cell addresses of the formula. Continuing the previous example, the formula in cell C1 would read equal $A$1 plus $B$1. If the value of cell C2 is displayed by such formula, it would be the sum of cell A1 and cell B. So when we write a formula in absolute referencing like this, the formula will not get the sum will not get changed in the cell C2. It will also show the sum of cell 1 A1 and B1 in the cell C2 also. An absolute reference is designed in the formula by the addition of a dollar sign. So absolute reference is designed in the formula by only assigning a dollar sign in the same formula. It can precede the column reference or the row reference or both. Examples of absolute referencing includes the dollar sign can be given in both the before the column reference and row reference, both before the column reference and row reference. Examples of absolute referencing are $A, $2. The column and the row do not change then when copied. If we use this sign, the column and row will not change when copied. Both the column and row will not get changed when copied. A$2. The row does not change when copied. Here, the dollar sign is given before the row reference. So, the row does not change when we copy. Next one, $A2. The column does not change when copied. Here, the dollar sign is given before the row column reference, so the column will not get changed when we copy. Both the column and row of both cells are absolute and will not change when copied if it is written as this. If we write the reference like this, both column and row will not get changed when copied. Now, mixed referencing can also be used when only the row or column is fixed. We can also use mixed referencing where only the row or column is fixed. For example, in the formula A equal $1 plus $B2, the row of cell A1 is fixed and the column of cell B2 is fixed. Here the mixed referencing is used because here the column is the row is fixed, the row 1, and here the column is fixed, the row B. Okay, this is called mixed reference. So this much for today. I hope all of you have understand. Bye bye students. Thank you.